Let's start the revolution. Why you acting so scared? I put the pistol right up in your face, I don't care. I grew up in the gutter, so gutter, no fair. Yo, let's go and put a fist up in the air, right there. Yeah, let's start the revolution. Why you acting so scared? I put the pistol right up in your face, I don't care. I grew up in the gutter, so gutter, no fair. Yo, let's go and put a fist up in the air.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Awoke TV, where we talk all things conspiracy. I'm your host, Awoke. So in this episode, I want to talk about the police state. Now, as you can see, turn on the news, there's protests going on, riots, looting. It's crazy, but all this is really just gives a lot more power to the agenda of the police state. Those in power are gonna use this as an excuse to further fund, more police, militarize the police. We already see the National Guard coming in. So it's like all this is really just going to lead more to more of a police state, a militarizing the police basically overall. Now, it's good to protest peacefully. We need to bring more awareness to what's going on, but all this really is just a symptom of our society. We live in a sick society. We're all ill. We're all crazy, really. And anybody that speaks sane, we always kill them. All our leaders end up getting killed. So really, we're living in a sick society where we allow this to even take place in the first place. And I was a kid when the Ronnie King riots took place, and just it's crazy to see throughout my lifetime that nothing's really changed. We're still getting killed. We're still getting racially profiled, and so really. What this all comes down to is we need to all wake up as humanity, as we need to raise our consciousness, and to see everybody as one family. Right now we have a lot of division, whether it's racially or ethically or ethnically, different backgrounds, and all that is just a mental construct of the mind, the human mind. We've cut ourselves apart into like different groups. So the first step would be able for us we need to really self-reflect and see that we're all humanity. We're all one consciousness, and not just with human beings, but with nature, with everything around us. We're all connected. We're all one. We all share the same universe, the same cosmos, the same earth. So this is something that we all need to wake up as a whole before we could stop what's going on. Yeah. So if we could see ourselves, we need to do more exploration of our inner selves, because the outer reality is just a reflection of what goes on inside. And if we feel we have division and we feel hatred and we feel just in our society, we've been taught to come up at all costs. Like, we'll step over the next person, we'll pillage the earth, just to make an extra buck. And these are all really reflections. The actions that we take are reflections of our inner state, of how we are. Just a lot of hatred and anger inside of us. And so in order for us really to make a positive change in the world, we first have to change our world inside, and this is for every person. So we all have to wake up as individuals, and as everybody wakes up individually in their own world, that will be reflected in the world that we all share. So I feel that's something we really need to, as each one of us, we really need to start searching ourselves inside and see what we all share in common, and see what really we are, which I feel we're all, once we look inside, we're all connected, regardless of our bodies. This is just, our bodies are just temporary, that we have to be able to navigate on this plane, but like our essence inside, our consciousness, our spirit, that's something that we all share, that we're all connected. And once we could see that, where I could see you, you could see me, and you don't see my color, my body, that's that's just a foreign concept. It doesn't exist anymore. It's an illusion. So we could see you look at me in the eye, we see each other, and you could see me and you and me, then all racism would end. That's just, you can see that's just being ignorant. We don't know what we're doing, what we're seeing. So yeah, that racism, sexism, just a bunch of isms would just end if we could just see each other as one. Like there's no difference between me and you, or you and me. We're the same consciousness, and that would really bring down a lot of walls and barriers. Like our world would really change drastically, especially if our leaders thought that way or saw that way. Saw each other as one. We wouldn't even need borders. We wouldn't even need countries, because that's all division. That's like, oh, our country versus that country, or our group versus that group. So we need to see each other as really as one, and that starts with each of us. Just learning who we are, really. What's like, what makes us human? What makes us what connects us all? What makes us more spiritual? Something inside of us. Once we could see that, then I feel that would be a big step in clearing up a lot of problems, because they wouldn't exist anymore, because we could see. We wouldn't treat ourselves that way. Like I wouldn't put my foot on somebody else's head if I saw that person as me. I would treat them kindly, and they would treat me kindly as well, because we're the same. We're one. So once we could see that would really get rid of a lot of divisions that we have. So yeah, I think that's something that we need to reflect on, especially right now. It's good that a lot of people are waking up and we're protesting peacefully, and that brings more awareness. But yeah, it just sucks that you'll have a lot of like undercover like agents. They're always going to infiltrate the peaceful protests and make it into something aggressive, because that's what they understand, and that's something out of their playbook. That way they're able to use force. They bring in the National Guard, things like that, increase funding, and now they could go to Trump and be like, hey man, see what happened? We need more guns, we need more weapons, we need more funding. And that's the main problem of our society, where all of our problems we deal with them with, like our main industries are like pharmaceuticals, militarization, weapons, and that says a lot about our society. We need to flip that around. The main industries should be like happiness, or like inner happiness, or like just it has to be flipped. So those are just some thoughts, and we'll talk some more in the next episode. All right, peace.